Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and today I am back to do the hashtag color combo 2023. This challenge is hosted by Tammy at Lou Studio, and I will leave a link in the description box below this video to her YouTube channel so that you can find out more information. But essentially each month she takes one color. This month's is purple, and she'll do, you know, different shades of that color. But then each week she mixes it with another color. That's how you get color combo. So for example, this week is eggplant. That's my purple. And then it's mixed with turquoise. So those are the two colors for this week. All right. So I have this really dingy piece of coffee dyed paper here. And then I don't know how, but the side's purple. I don't remember what I did. I think this might have been purple paper to start with, and then I coffee dyed it. I don't know, it was just in my scrap bin, so we're going to use it because it's kind of, I mean, it's a dusty, maybe lavender. I'm not going to call it eggplant, but I want other pieces to show on here. So I have one of my little monsters who is definitely a turquoise color, and I went around him with a fine line pen, a Sharpie, just to give those black lines, because I also am going to use one of my, from my fall fodder stencil that I just put in my Etsy shop, one of the mushrooms for the eggplant. I'm calling this eggplant. I don't know. I struggled finding anything in that type of color, but it's a deep purple color, so I'm saying eggplant-ish with the purples, okay? So just work with me. And then this card will go inside of the pocket as the tag. All right, so what I'm going to do is attempt to make a pocket out of this. I want it large enough so that this little guy and the mushroom will fit, you know. So I think about there is fine. We're going to kind of do sort of that whole, I've done things like this a million times. This is not new. The coin envelope sort of look is what we're going for. And this pocket is going to be a little bit wide for my card, but I love these. This was just paper that I watercolored the background and then did mark making and all of that. And I really love those, and I haven't used them for anything yet, so I thought they'd be fun. Hold on, I gotta grab my cutter. I always have to leave that across the room. I can never seem to remember to bring it along with me, but here we are. All right, so this is 4.5. So we're gonna go with one more tick. No, we're gonna go one less tick. Oh, you know what? I still have to fold the bottom. Were you guys yelling at me? I heard you, but it was too late. Because we have to fold up the bottom. That was real dumb, Amy. I'm actually going to take this over just a little bit more. That was not smart. And this is the only piece of this paper that I have. No, that's going to hang over, right? That's all right, I'll trim it. All right, well, I guess it's going to be a tiny bit shorter. I just want to make sure that these guys are going to fit. Oh, yeah, they will. Okay. All right. That was a dumb move on my part. And this paper's a little thick. So I'm going to grab my scoreboard. Sorry, thought I had everything, but I never do, so surprise. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm all ready now. As if, what am I doing? Starting off good, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready for this this here video? It might be a humdinger. I'm gonna go this end just because it'll be easier. Using my little black mark on my paper, or on my board here. We're gonna go roughly 1/4 of an inch. And some of this will get cut off, so we don't keep it all, as you guys have seen 1,000,001 times, unless you're new. And so that's why we keep doing it, because if you're new, this is very helpful, because this is just a plain piece of, it's kind of a lightweight cardstock. I have no idea what the weight is because, like I said, I just found this in my scraps. I didn't even know what I did to it to make it look the way it is. So it's been a while, let me just say. I think it was a purple journal that I made 100 years ago or so. All right, so we're gonna fold this. I'm trying to figure out, I'm going to cut away this piece. And we're gonna kind of angle it where it, yeah, I'm gonna cut away this. No. Am I sucking your will to live yet? It doesn't really matter which one of these you cut away, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one away. It's so funny how some days I just do this without any problem whatsoever, like it just is second nature, and then other days it's like the biggest brain twister on the planet. I don't know what that's about. I think I'm just getting old. I can't think the way I used to. I used to be much snappier, and now it's like brutal. I need to cut a little bit more off of that. So this is probably not going to be the snappy kind of day. Just FYI. Feel free to fast forward at any time. I'm just going to cut some of this off because it's not a big deal for it to be perfectly even with that. All right, now we have like an actual pocket to put our little card in, and it will stick up a little bit, and I'm fine with that because then you'll be able to see some of the turquoise there as well. So Tammy, I don't know how well I did on this whole color situation I got going, but that's just the way it is sometimes. I just couldn't find anything that I felt looked like what do you call it, eggplant. I don't know. I mean, I think that dark color on that mushroom does, but that was about it. So I don't know. Some weeks are better than others. Tammy was saying she's done with this because of the purple. You know, it's not her favorite color, and it is my favorite color. But I never use it really in journal making, so I just don't have very much. You know, you don't find it a whole lot. Like, I mean, you can, if you go looking for it specifically, you can find it, but it's not like a lot of colors that, there's a lot of like digital kits in those colors, and I keep thinking I need to make one, and I just don't. The last time I attempted it, I started doing steampunk, and I got the steampunk digital that I came out with, which I love, but it's not just purple. So I don't know. Just one of those things, I guess. This flap is a whole lot longer than it needs to be as well. Okay. I'll try to get with it here. Just had one of those days where I had a lot of running around to do. Nothing major, just like extra things, and I don't know, I just feel kind of like I'm off my game and it's the afternoon. And do you feel like your brain slows down in the afternoon? I do. It's kind of weird. I'm great in the morning, but after a certain point, I mean, I still do stuff and get work done and whatever, but I just don't feel like I'm quite as, you know. All right, there's our little simple, no biggie pocket. I'm going to use this little stamp from Stampin' Up, and we're going to stamp on this, and then I think we might spritz it a little, and we might even do a tiny bit of watercolor and spray blowing. So if you don't like that watercolor blowing thing, this probably isn't going to be for you. I like to turn it this way and that way. I don't know, I just think it makes it a little bit more interesting than if you have it going the same direction every time, because then you can tell it's a stamp that went, you know, like this. Silly, I know, but that's me. So I think I'm just going to add a little bit of turquoise on here. Actually, let's spritz this just a little. I'm just kind of winging it today, can you tell? Because that will make those dots go a little sideways, which is fun. And I'm using the same watercolors that I used the other day that I showed you guys, the new ones that were gifted to me from Robin. Thank you, Robin. And I'm just going to grab some water because I just want to spritz it, or, you know, blow it a little bit. And yes, I do like to blow the watercolor. I just think it adds a lot. And obviously this isn't the greatest paper in the world to do this on, because see how it's just sucking up the watercolor. But I think it'll just give me a different look. And unless you try things, you never know. So a good way to do this would be, if you really want for the watercolor to sit on top, would be to use some gesso first. But I didn't want to cover it with white, so there you go. But if that's how you prefer to do it that way. Dirty brush. I'm going to see if I can find kind of an eggplant-ish color. I don't know why I'm struggling with that color. I know the color, but I think this one's probably going to be the closest. It's right in front of me. Oh boy. Just do a little bit more of that. And of course, if you don't watercolor or whatever, don't worry about it. Just, you don't have to do it like I'm doing it. These are just ideas, you know, and you can totally do any kind of thing you want. All right, I'm going to get this dry and I will be right back. Okay, it's dry. A little bit of the, it's not actually quite dry, but it's close. It seems like some of the coffee is coming through from the back, so that's quite interesting. All right, so I have my little monster. I think he needs like some white dots in his eyes. See if I can get a gel pen to work long enough for that to happen. He kind of looks a little blank, so we're gonna try to give him some personality here. I mean, he's definitely got personality, but like some life, maybe. He was feeling a little flat. I know the feeling. I can relate. It looks a little, you know, how the on cartoons or whatever, they make the swirly eyes. That's kind of what that looks like. Oh my gosh. And then we'll put our mushroom on there too. But let's get a little, I think we need some tissue. We could actually use the tissue we made. It's not in here. It's out in the other room because I took pictures of it for the video picture today. So spin again. We'll use some Tim Holtz for today. I kind of like these letters anyhow. I know this introduces another color, but we're just going to go with it. Another 2 colors, actually. So what are you guys up to? Are you up to anything fun and exciting? I'm just trying not to melt into a puddle of goo because it's hotter than Hades here. At least that's the way it feels to me. After 90 degrees, I'm out, people. We're going to Vegas, of all places, for a little vacation. So I just want to tell you guys, if I'm not around, I'm either in Vegas or I'm here hanging out with a friend of mine who's coming right after we get back. So, yeah. If ever a days I'm not around, that's what the deal is. And there might be a few of those this month. I said it before, but just in case people didn't hear or whatever, I just want to tell you guys, we're not going to be super regular on the videos for the rest of this month. But I'll be back to normal soon enough. And I'll miss you guys, because it is fun to play. But it's also awesome to go on a little vacation and see also friends of mine. My best friend growing up is coming, and her daughter is also coming and bringing a baby, her baby, the daughter's baby. I don't want any confusion here. So yeah, that's going to be super duper fun. Actually, he's not a baby, he's a toddler now, but he's cute, cute, cute. Of course, they're all cute. Love those little people. We should watch over and protect them. There is much evil in this world right now, and I feel like they need protecting. For sure. All right, they're the future. And without them, there is no future. Sorry, you guys are, I'm really sorry. I'm a mess today. I've been a mess all week, honestly. Like, my Monday video was a train wreck. I don't know what my problem is. I'm just totally skittery-brained. Not that that's really new, but it's bad. Like, I have a concept of what I want to do, but then while I'm making something, my brain's just going in 100 different directions, which is quite aggravating. This is going to be very silly. I don't even know really where this will get used, but I mean, it'd be kind of cute. I end up covering up that 8. Oh well, I guess it's just the way it goes. He'd be cute like in a Halloween journal or something. I mean, that's where this little guy comes from, by the way, is my Halloween paper art dolls. So if you're like, where'd you get the little monster? That's where I got it. So cute. I just loved these little monsters when I found them. I was like, oh my goodness, they have to go in the Halloween one because they are a hoot. I mean, gotta have some little monsters on Halloween. And I don't just mean the kids. I also thought, I have a purple, this is a Arteza Ink Conic .4 pen. And I'm just going to put some little swirlies or whatnot on him. He'll be doodled like the mushroom. That just is going to help bring the two together and make it make sense, I guess you could say. If any of this makes sense, I don't know, but as much sense as it can make when it comes from my brain. He'll be very cute with his dots. His eyes do look better, I think. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. He has more personality now. I put way too many. I spread them out nicely over there, and on this side I just got crazy with the dots. Spots, swirls, whatever they are. I don't know why. Those are, I think, his hands, those little deals. Oh my gosh, the song that just came in my head, One-Eyed One-Horn Flying Purple People Eater. Don't know. Sorry. It's a crazy one up there today. It's on its own little trip. It's because of the Halloween monsters thing, right? I remember that when I was a kid. I loved Halloween at school. It was like the bomb because we made so many cool decorations, like bats, paper bats hanging from the ceiling, and just loads of fun. And I feel so bad now because, like, when I was at the school, we were lucky if we could do like one art project for a holiday. And then, of course, you know, some people can't participate, which that's, you know, obviously they're right and all that, because not everybody celebrates. But anyhow, I just remember it being so fun, and I feel like I kind of miss out now. Okay, I think that's fun. And then I have everything is possible, even the impossible. That's what we need to tell ourselves. I'm going to just turn it a little, I think, because it'll fit. And we're going to use, if I can find, some Mermaid Lagoon. To ink-a-dink with. He looks very cute. So yeah, those art dolls, you can decorate them up, make them even sillier than they already are. I think I'll do some little kind of ground here, just real sketchy, just to give the impression that they're not just, you know, floating in space. And then I might even do a few little marks. This is where a shaky hand is kind of beneficial, honestly. some little swirlies over there. Just some dots. I think I'll put a stamp. We need a circle, right? Am I right? You guys are probably like, no. Sure we do. I just need a circle. I don't want to mess up the words. And I'm squeezing that. That's going to make a great circle. Yes, I like 5. I don't know what those really look like 5s anyway, but. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'll stop. I'm going to punch this with, and something may go on this if I figure out where this crazy little thing's gonna go. But in the meantime, I kind of like the simplicity of it, and it's got gold, and I don't know. It may get another little monster or something. I really actually like it. I was like, I don't know what to do for this today. But I think he's pretty cute. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm sorry for being so scattered. Man, I finally calmed down near the end and got it together. But wow, some days, I'm telling you, it's like raining in a whole bag of squirrels. All right, we will see you again soon. Love you guys. Talk later. Oh, have a great weekend. Bye now.